Good Monday morning, Kickstarters, and welcome to Morning Kickstart. I'm excited that you have decided to show up this morning, invest in yourself, and hopefully take something from today's episode and invest in others. My name is Andrew, and I'm your host of Morning Kickstart. I come here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you put some positivity and encouragement into your life and hopefully help you even challenge or change your thoughts. So the weekend's over. We are right into Monday now. So the question I want to ask you right off the bat this morning is, how are you going to make this Monday different from every other Monday that you've ever had? And how are you going to set this Monday up to make your entire week a success? Now, the weekend tends to overwhelm us sometimes. We get bogged down by everything that's going on. We've got kids going to events. We've got, something that may have went wrong this past weekend, or maybe you've had a really chillax weekend. And if so, congratulations. I am very excited for you. I have actually had a really busy weekend because I am one of the hosts for our barbecue festival in our hometown. It was the largest one we've ever done, and it was something else, but I was really excited to do that. So I'm kind of on a high from this past weekend for that event. So what do we do this Monday morning? And you may be listening, right at 6 o'clock when this goes out, or you may be listening a little later on in the morning, or it could be afternoon. Maybe you just woke up from being off of night shift and you had to take a nap, and now you're listening to Morning Kickstart. But what are you going to do right now in order to make this Monday your Monday? Listen, when we go throughout each and every day, we make the decision on what our day is going to look like. We make the decision on how we are going to react. We make the decision on where we are going to go in life, right? Right. Everyone agree, say right. You are correct. So one thing that we're going to do right when we start this Monday off is we're going to start our day off right. Now you say, Andrew, how do we start our day off right? I want you to get up on time this morning. And if you're here, you're already up on time. Or I want you to get up earlier than what you normally do. And this can apply to Monday, but I even want it to apply to every single day of the week this week. Get up on time every single time, or get up earlier than you've ever gotten up. If that's even a thing, gotten up. I don't know. But I want you to do some exercise. I want you to get your body moving. I want you to get your blood flowing throughout your body. I will tell you, for me, if I don't exercise in the morning, exercising for the rest of the day is really difficult. And I can tell a difference in my level of energy, my level of positivity, my level of drive throughout the rest of the day if I can get up in the morning and exercise. So I want you to get up on time. I want you to get up early. I want you to do some exercise this morning. And we're not talking about anything strenuous. I'm talking about 30 minutes of walking, maybe doing some jumping jacks. You've got to get your body moving in order for you to get where you want to go in life and for you to live the fullest life that you possibly can. So after we get that exercise, I want you to get a proper breakfast. I don't want you to get some sugary cereal. I don't want you to get a 1,000-calorie breakfast sandwich from a fast food place. I don't want you drinking a $1,400-calorie Dunkin' Donuts loaded sugar iced coffee. Okay, I want you to get a proper breakfast. You have to put the right fuel into your body in order for your body to work the way it's supposed to. We can't be shoving these disgusting processed foods in our body 24/7, hoping that we're going to get where we want to go. Listen, I saw this video this past weekend. I love to watch videos online. I love to read articles online. It's where I get my entertainment, one of my hobbies, okay? So I saw this video where they were dropping this rat in a vat of water, and they had a little tiny center island out in the middle of it. And every time they dropped a rat with a healthy diet, so nothing of, processed foods, high sugars, anything like that, this rat had a healthy diet. And when they dropped it in the vat of water, the rat could find its way to that center island and save itself. But when they gave this rat the food of an American diet, which is processed foods, deep fried foods, anything high in sugar, they gave this rat this diet, and I was amazed. But they dropped this rat in the vat of water, and it could not even function to swim. It was flipping over. It never could find the center island. And I will tell you, I may sound like a conspiracy theorist, but the food in America is not the food in every other country. The food that we have is almost on the poisonous side, okay? So really try to get whole foods, stuff that's grown from the earth, stuff that is healthy, not a lot of additives, because you need to fuel your body. Okay, now one thing I want you to do before now and the rest of the week, so we're going on the other days of the week now, is before you go to sleep at night, I want you to write down what you want to achieve the following day. This does not have to be a list. It could be 2 or 3 things, but that's going to set you up for when you go into the next day, you know what you have to achieve. We're not trying to figure out what's going on. We know what we have to achieve. So before you go to bed, write down 2 or 3 things that you want to achieve the next day. Now, the second thing I want you to do to start off this Monday right, and also the rest of the week for this week, is I want you to get your head right. So I am a huge person on mindset. I love mindset. I believe it changes the way that we look at life. I believe it changes the way that we do things throughout our day. So I want you to get your head right, because most people hate Mondays. I'll never understand it, because I love Mondays. It's the start of a new week. I get to go back to work. I'm so pumped. But a lot of people start their week off, and Monday is the worst day. You know all the memes, you've seen everything. I mean, there's literally like a sticker on Instagram that is Monday, and it is a cup of coffee falling asleep. Like, that's just the way we look at Mondays. But what if we got our head right and we started looking at Mondays, or every other day of the week, completely different? People that dread Mondays, they tend to go into Monday saying, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. My head is spinning. What am I going to do? Or why has the weekend, my weekend just wasn't long enough. Or I'm back to the grind again. I'm back to the grind again on Monday. Like, you are putting yourself in this mental state of being miserable. You are putting yourself in this mental state of hating going into Mondays. But it's so selfish. It's so self-centered. And when you do this, you drag everyone else around you into this same exact mindset. But what if we looked, get our head right, and we looked and we said this to ourselves: it's Monday. I'm going to get crap done today. Like, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give my absolute best. I'm super pumped that I get to wake up, breathe air into my lungs, and have another day. I'm really excited because I've got this awesome thing going on today that I get to do. I don't have to do it. I get to do it. I get to drive in my vehicle. I get to eat food. I get to make my own decisions. That's what I'm saying. Get your head right. It is all right here, right between these 2 things on the side of your head, these ears, your brain. You control this thing, okay? No one else controls it for you. No one makes these decisions. You are the person. So start speaking life into yourself every Monday morning. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Speak life every Monday morning, every day. Every weekend when we're overwhelmed and we have 4 kids' birthday parties to go to on Saturday, or we have a barbecue festival to do, or we have a softball tournament that lasts for 12 hours and we don't even know why we're there and we spend all this money. Look at the positives of it. Think about what could come from this, what impact you could make, there's so much more than what we are allowing ourselves to see. So get your head right this Monday and go into the week getting your head right, okay? Another thing, I want you to have a great attitude. Attitude is everything. Don't live an average life and letting your feelings and your emotions dictate where your life is going to. So listen, I'm big on this. I got emotions. I'm just going to tell you right now, I got emotions, I got feelings, and I have had to teach myself how to control them in situations. I've had to teach myself how to shut my mouth and just let people talk. I've had to teach myself, Andrew, this is not that big of a deal. Let it go. Just let it go. So here's the thing. Most people, what they do, and I'll tell you this, when you make a decision, you've got about 5 seconds to make a decision before your feelings and your emotions start kicking in. So one thing I practice to do is I make decisions fairly quick. Now, whatever comes out of that, it comes out of it, and I will deal with it. But I try to make my decisions fairly quick. I don't really sit a lot of times making decisions. But what most people do is when they think they have to make a decision, small or very big, it's even more of a thing that we have to struggle with and deal with. But when they make a decision, they look at their feelings and their emotions, and then they make a decision, and then the action comes after that. Okay. So, most people are laying in bed and they don't feel like going to the gym, and they think, well, I'll give it a pass. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next time. And then you realize that you still can't fit into the clothes that you want to go to. And then you regret the decision. And then you end up on the couch eating a bag of potato chips. And then the cycle continues. And it continues and it continues. And you end up like me, 100 pounds overweight, wondering what you need to do. And it's all because of the feelings that you let happen. The bed was too comfy. You didn't want to get out. So you let your feelings take over. Now, successful people are different. They make the decision right off the bat. So instead of saying, you know what, oh, the bed is so comfy, I'm not going to get out today, they just say, I'm going to the gym. They make the decision, I'm going to the gym. They do the action, and they feel 1,000 times better after because they have made that decision up front. They never waited to make the decision. They made the decision, and the good feelings follow after that. So we're not taking the good feelings up front. We're putting them in the back. The last thing I want to talk about, almost finished today. Monday. Let's go. Go on the offensive and do the hard things. I say it every single week. You can do hard things. You were made for more and you have a purpose, but go on the offensive this week and do the hard things. Listen, life is full of challenges. Life is full of heartache. Life is full of crap that goes on all the time that we cannot control. You can either play it safe in your life. You can take the easy road. You can respond to everything instead of being proactive to everything, or you can go on the offense and you make the decisions and you do the hard things and you go against the grain of what society has built for us to be robots in this world. Yeah, I said it. Robots in this world. We are so scared to go against what everyone else is doing. Listen, I'm not the person. I'll go against everything. It does not bother me at all. If someone doesn't like it, that's them. That's not me. So you have to go on the offense for your life. You are fighting for yourself. You aren't fighting for anyone else. We need to understand that. Like, you're fighting for yourself. And if you can't fight for yourself, you can't fight for your family. You can't fight for your friends. You can't fight for your businesses. You can't fight to make yourself a better person. If you are not doing hard things on a daily basis, if you are not being challenged, if you are not learning, if you are not going out of your comfort zone, today is the day. Go and do it. Be on the offense. Do hard things. Go out every single day. Take that list that you made the night before and kill it. Every single day. Go out and crush it. Don't let others get in the way of what you need to go get done. You are going to have obstacles all the time. All the time. I have them every single day of the week. The more that I take on, the more obstacles I have. The more things I have to jump over. The more things I have to hurdle. But this is your opportunity. Do not let it go. If adversity wants to pick a fight with you, make sure you punch back as hard as you possibly can. And don't let it get you down. I'm just telling you, I have a feeling today on this Monday that you're going through something. I just have a feeling. I don't know what it is. I just feel like you may be going through something this morning, because there are Mondays where I sometimes get up and I'm like, I need a helping hand. I need a positive word. I need something that's going to push me over to get me going throughout this Monday. So I want you to do this. I want you to start the day right. I want you to get your head right. I want you to have this phenomenal attitude going into this day and going into this week, and I want you to go on the offensive, and I want you to do hard things. I want you to fight harder today than you have ever fought before in your life to make sure that your life is where you want it to be. Because if it's not, that's up to you. No one else is making that decision. That's up to you. I've had people tell me my whole life, oh, well, this happened. Well, that happened. Well, this happened. No, it didn't. It may have happened, but you didn't make the decision to get out of it. You didn't make the decision to move forward. You didn't make the decision to make the hard decision. You may have not even made the decision. You let your feelings overcome you and the decision was never made. Or you made the decision and now you regret it because you let things overtake you. Today is not the day. You are stronger than that. Do not let things overtake you. You make your life's decisions, and that puts you where you want to go. So listen, I know I'm pumped up this morning. I'm like a boxer about to go into a match. I am pumped up today, and I want you to be pumped up as well. I do not want you coming into every single day of your life thinking, I have to face this day. I want you to look at it and say, I get the opportunity to face this day. And listen, you know this. I am so glad you're here this morning. I'm glad you're listening to this, and I hope it challenges you. I hope it makes you mad. I hope it makes you angry. I hope you're saying, Andrew, shut up. I'm tired of hearing this, because this is what you needed to hear today. You needed to hear this when no one else was going to tell it to you, but I'm going to tell it to you. I'm going to tell you hard things that you need to hear because you need to make the decision today to move forward. Hey, I want to thank you for coming to Morning Kickstart this morning. I want to thank you for taking the time to go to bat for yourself, to get in the ring and punch as hard as you can to move forward where you want to go in life. Hey, if you haven't invited someone to Morning Kickstart this morning, I hope this is the episode that gets you to invite them, because I watch the numbers, y'all. I know who's inviting, okay? I know where the growth comes from. So invite someone to Morning Kickstart this morning. If you're a part of our private members only group on Facebook, go up to that invite button and just invite 10 people. Hey, just invite 5, okay? Just invite someone this morning. Or if you're listening on the podcast, shoot this out in a text message and say, hey, I really think you could benefit from Morning Kickstart today. And as always, I want you to remember, you can do hard things. You were made for more, and you have a purpose. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, Kickstarters. And as always, thank you for being a part of Morning Kickstart.